Good.
Hello and welcome to another spotlight feature with one of our speakers from Top 50 Voices of Influence, Women in Alignment. Today I have Amy Benjamin with me today, and I don't get tired of just repeating and saying how incredible the women that are showing up in this space are. And that's one of the reasons why I've just decided to spotlight as many as we can, because I want you to see the caliber of the women that are a part of this event, of this platform of Top 50 Voices of Influence. And just for you to get an idea, these are women who are living in alignment in the areas of health, wealth, love, and personal power. That is a theme of this year. And Top 50 Voices of Influence is really a visibility to legacy platform. And this is a space where your voice expands and your visibility meets alignment, and really where your message becomes legacy. And so I don't want to delay this any further. And I want to introduce to you Amy, who we jumped on and we were already chatting, and we're like, okay, let's hit pause. Let's connect so we can share all the goodness that we have with our audiences. So, Amy, welcome. I'd love for you to just
Yeah.
introduce yourself and share with our audiences, who you are and the work that you do.
So I'm Amy Benjamin Moore, and I am a menopause coaching specialist. And so my mission is really to get the basic information of menopause, the phases, the stages, the hormones in play, strategies out to as many women as possible because of the struggles that I went through myself. I'm a recently retired teacher of 31 years, middle school being the primary part of my work, which, you got to be a little bit of got to have a little personality to be a middle school teacher. So I didn't feel like I was done teaching though. So I felt this was just another mission that I felt inspired to do. I not only, talk about the hormones and phases, stages, all of that, but I talk about maybe some things other women don't mention in my space is that, yes, you have all the physical issues, but it also affects our mental health. Some will, give a nod to that. But then I talk about the relationships, and I also talk about work. Like, how do you manage work during this transition time? Because it can be quite difficult for some women. So thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And just because I'm a curious person, and in case anyone out there's curious, like what led you to focus on menopause, perimenopause after your transition from being a teacher?
Pretty much the whole transition myself of going through it during teaching,
Mm,
during, usually this is hitting at the pinnacle of your career. Like it's you're
yeah.
45 to 55 and you're really kind of in the prime of where you are normally in your careers. And at the same time, you're also, I had three teenage children going through their hormone changes, and all the busyness and managing all of the kids, the job. I was in leadership in my district, in my building, and trying to have it all together and have menopause symptoms be there, trying to I just went doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor for just all the simple things that were happening, but nobody could put the pieces together and go, oh, it's menopause, you know.
Yeah.
So how many women, if we're, into researching and trying to find solutions on our own, how many other women are out there that maybe don't do that for themselves and are like, I just don't know. I don't even know where to start. And Dr. Google's not always your friend. It's so it can give you a lot of information. You have to try to figure it out. So I'm like, So that's why I wrote a book. It's like your menopause manual, simple, sassy, straight to the point, and gives you, kind of a roadmap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that because you're absolutely right. Not everybody, or let's say women in this age group, know what to research, how to research. You just
Mhm.
feel all these different symptoms and all these different things. And it's like going to different doctors to try to pinpoint. And at the end, it's like, oh, everything's fine, but it really isn't fine. And so I love that there are so many more women who are openly talking about this because I feel like
Mhm.
it wasn't something that was openly talked about in the past. So thank you
Right.
for bringing this level of awareness to people in your book and everything. And I know that what you are going to bring into the top 50 voices of influence the day of the week of the event, I know it's going to be incredible. So let's chat a little bit about that. So what was happening in life or business when you saw the opportunity to be a speaker in top 50 voices of influence, and what made you say yes?
Well, I have to say that I I've been working my business for about 3 years, and that's like when the menopause movement really was kind of starting. So I feel like I'm one of the founders with the founders of the movement, and I feel honored to be a part of that, honestly. Um, but I'm also finding that doing social media and being on all the things is not necessarily grabbing. People are watching, but they're not necessarily taking action. And I
Mm.
feel like getting into spaces where women are paying more attention and maybe they're more motivated to take some action drew me in a different direction, more in person, more online events versus doing social media. So when I saw this opportunity, I thought this is a perfect avenue for me to be able to reach, because that really is my goal, is to reach as many women as I can so that they're not just sitting and suffering, and they're getting support and help.
Yeah. And that is part of the reason why I'm putting this together, right? It's because people need to be able to hear the messages that are out there. Like all the women that are going to be um, on the event or share their stories in the book are women that have, to me, it's almost like medicine for someone else, right? It's
Mhm.
like someone out there is waiting for you to share this information because that's the very thing that's going to change their life. And so often it's like we hold back or who's interested or who's going to want to know. But I promise you that if you have a story, you have a message, you have an experience to share, and you're feeling called to share it, this is why. Because it's
Mhm.
going to allow you to connect, it's going to allow your person to find you. That's the only way they're going to find you, by you speaking up and sharing this. And that's why I also decided like this isn't just going to be a one-time virtual event, right? It's going to be put into a TV show where, people can tune into podcasts. How many people just want to sit down and, watch some TV? Because I know we all do it from time to time, some more, some
Right.
less. But it's like be able to tune in and receive that in that format as well. So that is the goal, right? To reach as many people as possible and to do it in a way that feels good. So thank you
Mhm.
for saying yes to yourself because I know that there's someone out there waiting for your message. And now,
I believe that too.
oh, absolutely. And
Mhm.
what about this experience felt aligned for you beyond just another speaking opportunity?
I think your pillars definitely, uh, the soul alignment and having, the different categories that you're looking at, but yet they all align together. I
Hmm.
think that really helped drive my decision too, because I don't think it's your typical person that feels that. And I
Right.
feel like those women are in another space. So I feel that they are more open to hearing other other views or other, they're into learning more information, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I felt there was an alignment that way.
Yes, and to your point, and the pillars of the work that I do is health, wealth, relationships, spirituality, and personal power. Even though the theme for this particular year is health, wealth, love, and power, to me, it's still connected, right? Like
Mhm.
when one area of your life is out of alignment, it impacts the others. And so my
Right?
goal is to bring the different perspectives of you can tune into one event and tune in to the people that are, talking about health, but you're going to see the connection of how it ties to your wealth or your relationships, how it all builds your
100%.
personal power,
So,
right?
and just with menopause in general, the diminishing of feeling of the lack of our power and not knowing the solutions are going to affect your wealth. They're going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect everything. So I agree 100% that you take one pillar away, the others are going to suffer.
Yes, and that's the beautiful part of it. You mentioned, Soul Line, and I have the Soul Line Network, which brings all of these together. And honestly, I think that's why a lot of our guest experts from the Soul Line Network also are speaking at this event because there is that resonance, there is that feeling of, yes, share with the world how when you are off in one area, the impact that it has on the others. And, you mentioned it. I think we all just want to feel good, especially
Mhm.
in this midlife. And I don't know what you consider midlife. The question was posed the other day, and I'm like, well, to me, it's kind of like at this point, 45 and up, because I'm like, I'm 46, but I feel like I'm already reaching that point.
Well, I'm 61. I'm still going to say I'm midlife.
Well, you look fantastic. I'll just tell you that. I'd never guessed.
You are how you feel and how you want to be in your world, I feel. And so,
Absolutely.
thank you for that. But yes, I still feel like I'm definitely not entering a different phase age-wise.
Yeah, and for me, the only reason why I'm like um kind of associating with midlife is because I feel like it's this new time period in my life where I don't care about, you know,
Oh, there's
other
freedom for
things.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
It'll even
exactly.
get better. You wait. You wait until your 50s and even into I'm like, you just have a different perspective. It's amazing. It's
Well,
getting to that, but it is amazing when you get there.
yes. And now, for the women that are tuning in that are kind of on the fence, is it my time to speak up? Is it my time to join this event? What would you say to that woman who's feeling called but hasn't said yes to herself yet?
I think I'm going to say, don't waste your gift. You are
Mm.
not meant to waste your gift. And if you don't share it, what was the point of having that gift?
Oh, you just
Right?
gave me the chills because I love that you called it a gift because that's really what it is.
hmm Yeah. So if you have something that will help others, why keep that?
I keep it.
Go ahead and share it and allow others to benefit from that gift you've shared.
Yes.
You will feel amazing. It can be, yeah, you can be nervous and things ahead of time. Uh, but when you see the results and have that feeling of people that are responding to what you had to say, it's huge. And it gives you such a boost in self-confidence for you to then continue. And I just think yeah, I, it's, you can be nervous about it, but taking that leap and doing what you're meant to do is so important.
Hmm. And I think that is the important part of really tuning into to yourself, really understanding that when you're feeling that call, when you're feeling that, pull to do something, to speak, to write your story in a book, whatever it may be, do it. Even if you
Mhm.
don't feel prepared, even if you feel afraid, just do it because that's the very thing that is going to change the trajectory of your life. And I truly feel it because I've experienced that myself. And so many people that I speak to will also say that it has changed their life when you take that one step to do what you're really kind of feeling called to do, even if you don't feel
I can't
ready.
even say 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, because I really kind of started this between like 4 and 5 years ago, thinking about it, really moving ahead about 3 years ago. But if you had told me 10 years ago in the middle of teaching, you're going to be like teaching menopause and you're going to be on, stages and you're going to be running workshops and you're going to be online. And I would be like, seriously, write a book like that, all of it. Yeah. But when you feel that pull and that call,
Follow
it's
it.
just, you just need to go for it. Yeah.
Same, same. I mean, I've been in this space, I'm going to say around the same time you have. And it just, if I get the call to do something in a different way, then I'm learning to follow it. That's how this event has come
Hmm.
together. That's how Top 50, Voices of Influence, the event came about, the book, the rest of the things that are coming, in-person event, all these things are coming together from following that nudge. And that's what I want for you tuning in to really feel. That's why I created this because there's so many women who are ready and they just need that space to step into. And here's the thing that
Well,
I
can
want.
I say that even as a woman in like, I can't believe I'm saying I'm like in my 60s, but that uh, there are so many women like me that feel like they want to do something else. They want to do something more. They're stepping into it, but they're not quite sure how to continue to move it forward because they're not sure if people will be receiving of them being the age they are.
Mm,
And I just don't let age, don't let your years of experience be the thing that holds you back. I think that's another point too that I want to make, that you can be any age and step into this. It's not meant for a certain, like the working typical person. You can still step into your light.
I love that. That is so important because, oh my goodness, it just, so many people feel like they reach an age and it's like, well,
Mhm.
it's over. No, it's just getting started. And I love, love, love that you just said that because there are so many women that even like they hit retirement or they retire early and then it's like they feel the call to actually tap into the things that they love, but they don't do it because they feel like they're too old to start something. And
That they'll be judged for it. Why are you like, aren't you supposed to be retired? No, you don't have to, you do not have to follow the trend.
do not follow the trend. Follow your heart. Follow what you're being called
Yes.
to do and whatever that may be. A
Hmm.
hobby, something you want to share about life, whatever that may be. And
Hmm.
this is also my invitation to you. If you are feeling called, regardless of the age that you have, or regardless, where you're at in business, I want you to know that you are welcome on this stage. And I know, just in speaking to other speakers, some say, the word stage may intimidate people or
Hmm.
top 50 may intimidate people, but you get to place yourself in that spot. You get to own it.
Hmm.
And this is this is the event, this is a stage where you get to pick yourself first. Like you have to say, I belong here and then step in. Nobody can do that for you. I can't go and pick different people. No, you pick yourself. Decide that that your message is that important, that it belongs on a stage, that it belongs in a book, and that it belongs with the collective women that are sharing their message. And just to kind of remind everyone a little bit about what this top 50 voices of influence is, because it truly is where one message, if you just take one of your messages, that message becomes a talk, right? And that equals visibility. To your point, you get to share it more with others. You could also turn it into a published book chapter, which gives you that authority. That's where the legacy part also comes in, because even after you're gone, people can sit there and read your message, right? For those that wish, it also becomes TV distribution, where your voice can be a part of a TV show so you can reach more people. There's that collaboration that creates that expansion, because in my world, I say collaboration in communities, a new currency. That's the direction we're moving to. Don't
Mhm.
do anything alone. If you're out there trying to figure it out alone, don't. There is no need, right? So this isn't just a virtual event. This is really a platform of ongoing visibility. And this is really where your message stops being a single moment, and it becomes something that outlives you, because you get to take that message and just continue to share it over and over. And that's where it becomes legacy. So
Mhm.
truly, it is a category of one, and you're being invited to be a part of this in whichever way feels good for you. And spots are open. If you are connected to Amy, you can reach out to her. If you're connected with me, reach out to me if it's calling you, because we would love to welcome you into this experience. Any final words, Amy?
Um, I don't have a lot. I'm just saying to make sure that, if you have just I kind of maybe, then just go for it.
Just go for it. Yes.
Yep.
Your voice is meant to be heard, is what I say. And more importantly, it's meant to be remembered by everyone who is going to be touched by it. Thank you so much, Amy, for showing up today, for allowing me to have you on the spotlight and allow people to see, again, the caliber of women that are going to be on this event, and for them to really get excited and tune into what it is that you'll be sharing that week. So thank you once again, Amy.
Thank you so much.
And for everyone tuning in, then let's allow you to be a part of this. All right. We will see you next time for another spotlight with one of our speakers from Top 50 Voices of Influence. Until next time.